bottles. Fuck these lanes, me and Hex from Odessa to Stockton. So respected, keep a bad bitch counting money but naked. Bitch.
Real recognize real, some real recognize fake. Never confuse a solid one with a snake. Gotta keep your eyes open and peel. I will differentiate the two. Cause real recognize real. Real recognize real.
Only the third time since Ring Magazine began carrying pound-for-pound rankings in the 1980s that two unbeaten fighters from the top 10 of the pound-for-pound rankings have gone against each other.
Both of these guys want to inflict pain on the other guy.
Opinions are split just about 50-50 as to fight. Ward wound up the very slight betting favorite, I think, because to be great right now to overcome Kovalev.
Tactical start. Kovalev wants to be sure not to overreach early. Quick right hand lands for Ward.
Kovalev's power is it makes it such that Andre has to walk a tightrope.
Stiff
there you see him hurt by a jab.
Two stiff jab by Kovalev.
For error for Kovalev. Ward not as big a puncher.
But you know, Mac, sometimes when a guy feels power,
hard right hand by Kovalev.
He realizes.
Paul with 30 seconds to go. Ward has forced Kovalev into the kind of tactical.
Ward trying to get inside Kovalev's power, but that is dangerous because you have to avoid those power shots on your way in.
Probably less dangerous inside of it, though, than right in punching range. Kovalev trying to control him with his jab, and Ward is moving up. In a weight class, the limit for which was 170. He just hasn't done it that recently. And Harold Letterman unofficially gives round.
Unable to punch. He locked Andre up so Andre couldn't punch either. Good jab by Andre.
He's got to keep doing them.
Use it. Left hand lands for Kovalev. And again. Ward shaking his head, but Kovalev is piercing his guard and landing hard shots. Hard right hand for Kovalev. Left jab. Never seen him have this kind of trouble before.
Well, when the left jab lands like a straight right, like in this fight, in its way to Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard. The bigger puncher, Hearns. Sugar Ray, who had to wind up coming back down on points to stop Tommy Hearns.
Oh! Down goes Ward on a perfect right-hand shot. That's only the second time.
He was losing it up to that point.
Kovalev wants to finish. He's going to go for it right now.
Kovalev's accuracy and precision showing up, and Ward fights him off the left hook at the end of the.
Yes, it is, Jim.
May second, maybe there's not a long way to go. Ward's got to find a way.
Of 26 power shots, Ward was 0 for 4. And Ward is doing more.
Kovalev has very smart feet max. And what I mean by that is he's not allowing Andre to fight him at that distance where everybody else usually allows Andre to fight it.
You know what else is
way more accurate with his punch?
And by activity, I don't mean in this fight, I mean in recent years.
Let's open the microphone that Virgil Hunter is wearing in Ward's corner and see if we can find out what Virgil is trying to say to Ward.
Ward feeling it looks like. A shot like that from Sergey puts Andre on the. Andre showed championship heart.
Punches and thrown punches so far to stop him. Does that mean they've already given up on winning a decision? Probably not. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim. I got it 3-0, 30-26. Sergey Kovalev. You know, Jim, he's landing all the hard, effective shots. He's landing the shots that you score rounds for. You know, the judges should be seeing, and that's why he won the first 3.
Says you're going to stop him because he's making Kovalev earn everything, but Kovalev's earning it. And the power of the shots is controlling the fight.
Well, the thing about Andre going the pace down, and Floyd Mayweather is the best at it, getting you to a point
and show him some real adversity. If Ward can make him think it
possibly fit him will be his chin and his boxing skill.
Right, we see that Ward, already first faced with adversity, is responding with championship mettle.
I thought that early in the fight, Kovalev would have the edge because of his punching power.
On the inside. When he gets inside, they seem to be tying up just like that.
Well, he also...
Max and I have already had one.
...wise, which is not generally the way a right-handed fighter will circle.
What's happening inside...
Kovalev is figuring it out and landing his jab.
What's happening inside is that it's a chess match going on. Ward wants to fight in there. Kovalev doesn't want to allow him to fight in there. So they're having a who's the stronger fighter inside by clinching, pushing, driving the other guy back.
Exactly, and Kovalev so far, point in the fight.
Andre Ward has not been in this position ever as a professional. Down on the cards, you have to imagine, having been hurt, knocked down, and this...
Good body shot by Ward. Good hook by Kovalev.
Kovalev able to just slice through Ward's guard with straight punches, especially the jab.
Ward tries to get inside. Kovalev pushes him away. Kovalev very patient. He was perfectly content to coast to a boxing win the rest of the way.
Good
Ward
jab,
lands a good straight jab.
And one mistake that Kovalev, instead of cutting the ring off, like right there, he's following him instead of cutting the ring off.
But he hasn't put doubt in Kovalev's mind. He's landed some good punches. He's usually when that puncher's landing shots to win if he can't put that doubt there.
Body shots in the clinch for Andre Ward.
And the crowd is exhorting him on, SOG, but they're there for the first.
It's Kovalev coming back, trying to regain control with the jab.
It's an edge of your seat shot from Kovalev can change everything.
Yeah, but same thing with Ward. One shot from Ward could also change everything, Max.
We just have yet to see that. Although slowly, Ward is starting to really assert himself in this round.
Achieving more offensive rhythm. Round 6 of the scheduled 12. First 5 seem to have gone by pretty quick. Second round. Got to Ward with his jab in the first few rounds. Landed one right cross in the last round.
Good jab to the body by Ward. Tie Ward up to stop that. A very smart move by Kovalev.
With keeping in mind that Kovalev
that was a good right hand by Kovalev.
Can do that and really hurt Ward. I think Ward may have won 2 consecutive rounds, and I think he's winning this one.
Putting it up for defense.
I don't think Ward's winning this round, but you're the expert.
On the defensive, but he's very explosive when he does attack like that.
Shaking his head.
There's also the psychological impression left by Kovalev, even in observers, to think that Kovalev is doing maybe a little better than he's actually doing.
He's landing plenty.
Good body shot by Ward.
Another good body shot by Ward.
Yes.
And another one on the left side.
Or if it really had an effect on Andre's ear at all.
That are doing damage, and those are the shots that are winning the rounds. Andre Ward doing a lot of holding. Back it up, back it up, back it up. I don't think he can beat a big guy like
Roy. Not just that Ward moved up, but that it's a good big made way, but I do think that's a way you can state this.
You can. It's a big punch against a good boxer who can punch.
Pace has slowed a little bit here in round number 7.
Kovalev just looks the bigger and the stronger of the two.
Makes him definitely look the stronger, Max, because there's a few points.
Good quick jab by Ward. Tries to follow it up with the right hand.
And another good jab by
Ward. And halfway through, he's...
And see, right here is where he wants to fight at, Max. And this is where he knows Kovalev is not really comfortable at. That's why he wants to fight right here.
Ward dug a couple good bodies.
Because that's the signal for Ward to go inside and begin
the fight.
And he's hit Kovalev with some very good stiff jabs this round.
Got to keep things on an even keel. And getting inside Kovalev's arms, so it's harder for Kovalev to do that kind of damage. This time he caught Ward coming in.
And there's the tightrope Ward has to walk. All the good work he's done in this round. A jab from Kovalev. You have to be careful about.
Yep, everything.
Good right hand by Ward. Kovalev wants to land one more shot before the round ends. And gets in a left hand.
Kovalev is also a thoroughbred, and he's built that early lead.
Round, his momentum has changed considerably.
This is going to help weaken Kovalev, and that's what Ward wants. This is the type of a fight that Andre Ward wants. See that? That's what Andre wants to be.
Body.
Yes, he loves to be in close, but you can't really hurt him, but he can inflict.
There's room for him to do so. Decision against Bernard Hopkins in a fight in which he had knocked 8th round.
Good hook.
Let the judges see what he can do.
And Andre was pushing the issue more.
They certainly didn't in the Darlitz Perez Maurice Hooker fight.
Sergey, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's go.
Good jab by Sergey.
That's the timing he needs to master.
And good jab back by Ward.
And a right hand that he knifed to the body under, and again.
Kovalev trying to wrestle free and get distance to fire a big shot. Ward gets away before he can do it.
Stop. Stop. Let him out. All right, here we go.
That's Andre Ward's kind of fight.
Boy, that's a hand dominated early. Andre Ward has turned this into an even fight here at this point.
And at this point, we're coming to a dangerous point for Kovalev because now Ward is comfortable, and that's what you don't want. Anytime Ward can get difficult for the opposition.
Kovalev just landed a good, clean combo.
Class tells overtime, and
Left hand for Kovalev.
Andre's championship pedigree is showing up, but again, Kovalev's power can change at any time.
Kovalev looks like his punches coming. They're not nearly as sharp or have the velocity on them that they had on in the early rounds.
Knives that are hardly noticeable at times.
And see, Andre's punches have gotten harder.
Yes, Andre landed a hard right hand. They both landed jabs. Andre's was harder.
Yep.
This is the best place in the fight for Andre.
Andre Ward trying to close down the distance on the scorecards. Kovalev comes back with a solid shot. And a hard right hand by Kovalev.
Andre
overcome what he had to overcome early in this fight, and there's still a long way to go, and somehow win. You are watching greatness.
You're watching greatness anyway, Max.
That's right.
Two great fighters. Two great fighters.
You don't often get to see real greatness.
After a left hand put Kovalev's head under the ropes. Kovalev wants to answer back before the round is over. Could create an opportunity for Ward.
Good combination by
Great
Kovalev.
combination. Kovalev and a hard right hand. 8 jabs. Kovalev landed back 11 times, but Ward has the momentum in the fight now as we come to round number 10. Harold,
Ward can't give up any more rounds if he wants to win this decision. Momentum going for him. He's doing a lot better, but sometimes you watch him and he gets hit by real good shots, and you can't take it away from Kovalev. 6-3, Sergey Kovalev.
Harold, you and I are going to have to agree to disagree on the last round. I thought Andre Ward won that last round, and I don't know that this fight is going the distance. I think any
coming at him, so now he can get in that.
Now, as we go down the stretch.
Well, that moment went to Ward.
Yep,
and that one too.
And that moment went to Ward.
And that moment went to Kovalev.
And
there's another one. Eating back and forth at this point, and they know the mental game that's going on, and they know the stakes. You heard Virgil Hunter say to Andre Ward, you've got to win the last 3 rounds.
The only bad thing is that Ward's explosive punches are much more explosive right now than Kovalev's explosive punches.
And yet Kovalev has heavier hands.
He does, but the punches, the heavy hands are what hurt Ward early, but I don't know if that'll be enough to hurt him after he's admonished on Kovalev.
I
Yes.
think both fighters are focused on winning a decision. Both fighters are focused on winning as many of the exchanges. Hard right hand by Kovalev, left hook by Ward. They keep trading big shots.
Yeah, they do.
What a tremendous contested on this level with these shifts of momentum. And only a great fighter can win this fight.
Only a great fighter can fight this fight, Max. That's the question. A good jab by both fighters.
Thing about Kovalev is while you're showboating and Like a bolo punch, he's throwing the jab.
Hard right hand by Kovalev.
I thought Ward rode that back mostly, but it did land.
And if Ward needs
But Kovalev did
downs or knock him out. The Letterman card is unofficial, and judges often disagree with it.
I can see the 10th goes to Kovalev, but I thought the 9th went to Ward, and I thought
Once again, Kovalev following Ward instead of going.
Ward needs every second, or so it would appear.
I think Virgil Hunter anticipated that Kovalev would start to fold, but Kovalev has not folded.
Kovalev has responded great, Max.
Kovalev has shown championship heart so far.
Started having success. He stuck to a game plan and went back to Bout fight for a big puncher.
Sergey Kovalev told us yesterday, my #1 thought going into the fight is don't lose your mind. Don't get flustered. Don't get frustrated. Keep coming. And he's coming again right now.
That right hand is keeping Andre honest. You go to that left hook upstairs.
Good
And
shot.
there it is.
Good body shot with the left. He lands the left hook upstairs. Sergey Kovalev has a chin.
That's always been Andre's money punch, is the left hook upstairs.
Oh, good shot. Kovalev dead tired now.
There'll only be 3 minutes to go.
Oh, good jab, Andre.
Well,
Tommy Hearns, their first fight, Angelo Dunn version of that.
Oh, good hook by Ward.
is still landing too.
They just exchanged a good left hand right there. Kovalev the uppercut and Ward the left hook. Oh, good hook
Good
by
left
Ward
hook
again.
by Ward. He's been money with the left hooks.
Does Andre Ward believe he needs to risk a knockout to win this fight? That's a terrible risk to take against Kovalev, but he may feel that way.
Oh, good hook by.
Let him go.
Kovalev not giving no ground here, so showing that he's gallant enough to fight back and try to return the favors.
The difference is Kovalev about Kovalev.
Well, I think Kovalev is worried. He's just not really showing it.
Ward has landed
Good body
terrific
shots by
here.
Kovalev.
Yeah, they work.
Ward is the body puncher, but Kovalev got in too solid. I just wonder if
Oh, good
Andre
body
Ward is
shot.
going to look back
What a
and
body
think
shot.
he should have generated more activity down the stretch of the fight at a super fast pace.
Oh, good body shot by Kovalev. Oh. Good jab by Kovalev.
And you wonder if the sand is running out of the hourglass on Andre Ward's perfect professional career.
I'm just telling y'all, I'm glad to see two guys step up and peak of their careers and give us what the fans asked for. They give us the best fight that boxing has had in quite some time.
Tremendous fight.
Two great fighters at their best, putting it all on the line. They put it all on the line when they signed to fight each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards after 12 rounds of action. John McKay, Bert Clements, and Glenn Trowbridge all scored the contest 114 to 113 to the winner by unanimous decision and new unified light heavyweight champion of the world, still undefeated, Andre S.O.G.